Hello everybody! Today we'll be making a Save the Trees website on CodePen.io. We will be stating some reasons why people should not cut down trees and contribute to deforestation. We'll be using functions, paragraphs, and images, and much more. So, see you in the video!
So now let us start. So right now I am in CodePen.io. I've started a new project. I'm just going to name this Save the Trees. And yeah, so now let's get started. So let's first do our normal stuff. HTML and then a closing HTML. HTML. Yes. Now then, let's do a head. HEAD. And over here is the title. It's called Save the Trees. And TITLE. Don't remember the hash. Don't forget the hash, actually. Because you have to remember it. Okay, and then HEAD. And yeah. So next, let's do a body, BODY, and then let's leave space, BODY. Okay, so now let's try to state some reasons why we want to save the trees. So let's first try to create a paragraph, and the ID equals FP, which is the first paragraph. Remember, we have to do quotation marks, and it's called Save the Trees, and closing. Then let's do a little break, and then another break. So there'll be two lines of no sentences or anything there. Okay, anyways, so now let's do a heading. Heading number 1. Here are some reasons you should. Why does it keep on saying you or you should? You should go green. And H1. So then let's create an image, img, with ID equals SI, just some random thing. SI, yes. Then on mouse over. On mouse over equals, and let's just call a function from here in JavaScript. On mouse over equals, the function is going to be called flip image. And yeah, curly braces. Not this, but round braces, like parentheses. And then let's have a little source where you can find it. Source equals, and now let's try to get something from assets. Why isn't yes. Okay, now photos. It's trees. Ooh, this looks cool. Let's do this. Now, let's just paste it here. And yeah, but it's so big. we can change that later words. Actually, yeah, let's change it later words. So now I'm going to be showing you something. It's called class. So class is basically kind of like you can substitute class as group, like the group. So let's create one. So paragraph, and this class equals R. Equals R. Yes. Wait, what? What's this? R and end. Class equals R, and let's create one statement, like one statement why we should save the trees. They produce oxygen, which we need to breathe. That's one. Why is it this? Oh yeah, I totally forgot about this. They produce oxygen, which we need to breathe. And then end. Yeah. So now we just copy this. Copy. Oh, I didn't tell you what flip image is about. The flip image is gonna just call a function from JavaScript, and it's being like, hello, JavaScript, can you please change this picture when the mouse is going over the picture, like how I'm doing right now. Please change the picture to another picture. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just try to state 5 reasons for now. And let's do 2, 3, 4, and 5. Delete this, because it's not like all the reasons are like they produce oxygen, which we need to breathe. And delete this. So now let's try to create another one. Another reason. Yeah, when cut down, they release carbon dioxide, also known as CO2. Now another reason, let's create one. Carbon dioxide, a powerful greenhouse gas and a contributor to climate change. Yes, now the next reason. They are home to animals and might endanger them. Next, they help to retain rainwater. And finally, let's just do, they provide shade and fruits. Yes. And I think that's it for our HTML part. 18 lines of code. That might not be allowed. We can still create big things. So now let's move on to our CSS. So remember the SI thing that I did, like the image? So now let's just set the width and those stuff. So hashtag SI curly braces. Height is 400 pixels. and width is 400 pixels. And do not forget the semicolon. Yay, looks good. And now let's go down and let's do hashtag and FP. First paragraph, curly braces. Okay, now this is the new thing. Font variant. Now watch this. Small caps. See? Look. Everything is capitalized except the first letter. All of the lowercase letters are like capitalized except they're small, but all the capitals are like big. It's like a cool thing. And anyways, let's try to create the font size a bit bigger. So font size is 80px. And yeah, I think that's good. Now let's do body. Yes, body. The body is text align, which is center. Semicolon. And then now okay, now we just want to make this like all the classes a bit tiny bit bigger. So how we can like be like, hey, all the classes is because we like did all these as the classes are. If we want to like declare being like, hey, the class our class, can you please set your font size to be 20? We have to do it using this .r and then curly braces. Then font size is 20 pixels and semicolon. Now we're done with our CSS part. Now let's just do that thing, that flip image here in JavaScript. So let's first declare a function called flip image. And it has curly braces and document dot get element mint. I'm just gonna save really quick. Save document dot get element by ID si dot source equals, and then let's just create the new source. And assets, let's go photos, trees, more trees. There's only that much trees. Let's just get this then. And let's do this. Yeah. Now let's go back and let's put our mouse. Oh, we have to save. And mouse over. Mouse not working. Something's wrong. Oh, we totally forgot about the other. Source equals this with a semicolon. Okay, now let's save it. Yay, it changed. Now let's go out of here. And let's do save the trees. Then now let's leave it. Save the trees. Here's some reason you can go green. And wow, yeah. They produce oxygen, which we need to breathe. When cut down, they release carbon dioxide, CO2, a powerful greenhouse gas, and a contributor to climate change. You can watch my TED Talk video on that, the first TED Talk, How and Why to Go to Mars. And they are home to animals and might endanger them. They help to retain rainwater, and they provide shade and fruits. So here's another one of our projects in Save the Trees. Anyways, I've also made Albert Einstein. Let's look at this. Thomas Edison. Here is one of the most influential scientists in history. And it doesn't go over. We can do turn on light bulb, and then we'll turn it on, turn off light bulb, turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off. This has the same thing, except instead of on mouse over, it just says a button being like, hey button. I'm just gonna go over here, view an editor. Yeah, so over here I have declared a button. Look, button ID equals SB, on click equals TOF, and over here is TOF, and over here is TON. Turn off, turn on. So anyways, yeah. So whenever we press the button, turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off. Anyways, Thomas Alva Edison was an American inventor and businessman who has been described as America's greatest inventor. He developed many devices in fields such as electric power generation, mass communication, sound recording, and motion pictures. And yeah, wow. Yeah, so whenever I just put my mouse over it, it just changed again. Anyway, here is another project in CodePen.io, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!